Before we start today's video, everything you're about to watch is just part 1 in a small series that I'll be releasing to the channel. So if you enjoy the content you're watching, please consider subscribing to the channel and staying tuned for part 2. Thank you so much for 100 subs on YouTube, and I hope you enjoy the video. Now, I know, I did not play that fight very well, and that was actually a pretty common theme while I was finishing up this wipe. I was ridiculously tired, and for the most part, I didn't want to play, so mistakes were inevitable. I'm going to go ahead and leave this troll fight in just in case anyone wants to see it the first time, and after that, I'll make sure I edit past the majority of the troll kills and just kind of skipping towards the loot. Just for a little bit of context, we actually started this raid off with just under 110k points, and by the time we finish the wipe, we end up with 140,000, so there's a bit of grinding that we jam-packed in the last couple days. Guess every time the troll ends up going down, I do the same thing. I heal up to full, and then I open up this far side door as an escape, just in case I get pushed. Then I check my loot. I grab up anything off of the troll that I can, even if I'm not going to use it, and then I drop it down here. Close the door, and then I loot the loot pile. Once we're finished up with all of our spoils, I like to go straight up and then to the northeast towards the static extract. There's also another gold chest here that spawns that I like to clear out. Anytime you see me do this in this video, that I'm pathing this way, you can just assume that I cleared these mobs out and I opened up this chest just to min-max my loot a little bit. And look at that, 844 points. Not too bad. This is one of my less favorite spawns. There's a lot of mobs that you have to clear through just to get to the troll, but there's sometimes a decent amount of AP farming to do on the way. But we actually end up hearing somebody over here and seeing him. Maybe you didn't spot it, but I know that he's a wizard, so I'll just let you see how this one plays out. Just like that, wizard down. In case you're curious about what kind of gear the enemies that I kill are running, just know that if it doesn't end up in my inventory and I don't talk about it, it wasn't very noteworthy. Here we have another guy in the spider's nest, so I jump him. And it really is just that easy with my Warlock build. Sometimes I feel a little bit bad. If you're taking any notice, you'll see that I pop a lot of potions right before I start clearing mobs. That way I can top up the HP that I know I'm going to lose. Here, I'm pretty certain that I can hear somebody under me, but I'm playing it a little slow just to be sure. I checked the troll because usually if the loot's gone from the troll, somebody is downstairs looting. Make sure I take the time to set up so that the fight is always in my favor. I get that that guy probably didn't want to fight me, but this close towards the end of the wipe, I just can't really show mercy. And here's our spoils after all the looting's done. Pretty good inventory haul. And then we head for the extract. And another 881 points just like that. Not too bad. On to the next. Nothing noteworthy happens, so just skip ahead to the troll. Here's a little bit of that editing magic. Boom. One hellfire, baby. And sometimes you just get really dead raids. No players. Good for the AP grind, but a little boring. 730 AP. Turns out there was a rat rogue who was following me, but hey. So we run another one. And this is a pretty decent spawn. We're right there. And obviously we have a man's doing the troll for us. So we're gonna push him as soon as it's finished. I heard a rapier going off, so I figure if it's a rogue, I need to pop a protection pot just to be safe. He goes invis, so I back up with my Hydra. And he actually fakes me out here, but we still end up taking care of what we gotta take care of. Could have been bad, but he played that pretty well. I thought he was going for the door. And I end up making sure that I take all of his gear and as many of his heals as I can so I can drop them down here in the loot room with me, just to make sure that I don't give anyone any opportunities, you know? So we get to the static, but it's still pretty early and it hasn't opened yet. So I decide to go over here and just kill some mobs, open some chests, get a little AP. But I heard the gate, so I don't waste any time. Let's get in, let's get out. Just like that, another 850 points. Overall, this is a pretty terrible spawn. We are as far away from the troll room as you possibly can be. This is the far top left corner, and the troll is basically at the bottom right. We have a lot of moving that we have to do. Wait, what is happening? Wait. No, dude, not again. Please, bro. Oh my god. And just like that, a good thing came to an end. You know, the most frustrating part about this wasn't the fact that I disconnected and ended up losing my gear set. It wasn't the time or the gold investment that it took in order to build that set either. All of those things added up, but the most frustrating thing is something that you don't even see in this video. This was my third disconnect in a 24-hour period. The servers were not doing well, and I was the victim of it. After this, I decided that I was done. I couldn't keep doing this. My patience had run thin. So, I closed up the game, and I decided to go for a walk with my dog during the midnight hours. Clear my head a little bit. You know, even when I was a kid, I never really knew when to quit. And after a few more hours of frustration, I built another gear set and vowed to destroy anyone who stood in my way. And here I hear somebody starting to clear towards the troll. So I wait until he gets into a spot so I can push. I'm still very confused on how that missed. I thought I adjusted enough for this one, but no joy. Since I blew my Phantom Eyes, I decided to take some time to heal and then clear all the mobs. We still do have this fighter barbarian class to deal with. And I find him, so we start the engagement again. And right here I make this jump, but then I blow my Phantom Eyes. I was really tired, so I think I just messed up, wasn't thinking very well, but if you ever find yourself in that predicament, do not blow your Phantom Eyes unless you know you have to. So I use the Hydra to try to force him around the pillar. Pretty common tactic, but here I'm just whiffing over and over. I'm starting to get very frustrated with myself here. Coming off of that huge loss from the disconnect, and then I've just been missing so many Curse of Pains. And I've been fighting this fight for so long. If you look at your bottom right, the zone's completely moving in. I can't even do the troll anymore. Kind of felt like a wasted run. And here, I'm not sure if the guy used an invis pot, but he's right on me. But he drops down, and thankfully we maintain the high ground, so I know I have him. Very frustrating fight. Took a lot of effort to kill this severely undergeared guy. Just kind of shows that playing very late at night and playing while you're frustrated is just not the best thing. So I just stick to the plan as usual and go ahead and clear towards the static extract. And I'm taking a little bit of time here just to try to min-max my loot. Try to make it out with, you know, 600 or 700 AP if possible. So right there, I hear some footsteps in front of me. So I just start getting ready for an engagement. For most people, I would recommend focusing on surviving and not fighting, but I'm kind of racing to keep a top spot, so because of what happened with the troll, I kind of have to push some engagements to get more loot, since I'm carrying like some purple and blue gear on me, and that point-wise just isn't worth. And here, see that we have a barb or a fighter. I'm not super worried. As long as I maintain distance, not much he can do. And he goes down. Just grab up our spoils and start moving towards the zone. I see a portal in the distance, and portals are AP, so whenever you do see them, just take the opportunity to open them up if you can, especially if you run knowledge. More knowledge means faster interaction speed. I see that chest, so I decided to go open it since it wasn't unlocked. And as you can tell, I hear somebody above me, and I decide I'm going to push my luck and go for another kill if possible. Try to make up for some of those points that we lost out. And we hear that he actually gets a portal, so I need to go in aggressive. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why I run this build. It just makes it so easy to kill the melee classes, because all they do is run straight at you, and they put themselves in a terrible position and take all that sweet, sweet damage. Ah, I love it. I love the Warlock right now. And we actually end up getting some pretty nice AP. 774 for not even killing the troll and looting the loot piles is, yeah, that's a pretty good compromise. On to the next. So as I'm working my way towards the troll room, I think that I hear something, and then I see that that goblin in front of me has already been taken out. So I know somebody is nearby. If you look at the raid timer, the raid just started, so whoever it is very close to us. So I need to play cautiously. Especially since the kit that I have doesn't have nearly as much move speed as I'd like it to. I need to make sure that, you know, we don't get like too banged by a rogue or something. Hydra doesn't pick anything up, so I decide, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and proceed with the plan. Close this door behind me. And I think I hear something again. So again, I'm playing really cautiously, using the Hydra. And my Hydra picks up on these spiders, so I realize that there's a spider room to the left side of me. So I figure somebody dropped down to go do the troll, and they just aggroed the spiders. But just in case, I'm here, playing it safe, clearing out some of the mobs, trying my hardest to not get hit by my own Hydra. I hear that it's a bard. So we go ahead and light them up. As you can see, I cut him off here. The left side has my Hydra blocking him, and then I have a flame wall on the right. So he kind of just sits there and eats it all. But unfortunately, there's another bard ready to push me. And I'm ready for this fight. I get the heal off. He still needs to buff up, which is good for us. But it ends up seeming like he kind of just takes off, so I'm not sure, but if you listen closely, I start hearing a lot of stuff. You know, I'm not sure what I expected when those doors opened up, but what I didn't expect was a coordinated timed attack from Rogue Team 6. They came out of that room like Pippen and Jordan, like Shaq and Kobe out of the pick and roll. Shame. Yeah, and so after seeing that, it's pretty much our turn to run. But I decide to use that bard to my advantage here.
Yo, Mr. Bard, can you hear me, brother? Mr. Bard, man. Brother, there's 2 rogues down there teaming, bro. I swear to God. Wait. Gentlemen, stop. Please.
Yeah, this is really awkward.
Please. I understand you're scared right now, but listen to me. There are 2 rogues teaming, so I need your help. Hey, can you hear me or not? Can you hear me or not? All right, heal up, hurry up. We gotta go kill them and take their fucking loot, man.
So now with my newly acquired ally, we go on down and pay attention to this bard right here. He's seen a couple rogues in his day.
Damn, that's the guy I killed. Terrible.
Dude was not gonna get flanked by no invis rogue, dude. He's been in the trenches too long.
Right here, motherfucker, what up? Yeah, you wanna dabble, bitch? Yeah, that hurts, huh?
It's actually a little hard to see, but I could actually see that rogue go invis, and I got a lucky pain off on him to pull him out of it. Make the decision to push after this rogue, even though there's another right to my left and invis.
All right, I got one.
Because I figured I had my bard backing me up, and I knew they were both weak, so.
Careful.
This rogue ended up having a golden rapier, pretty good. I took that.
Got him?
And yeah, this bard is crouching, but he did not kill that rogue. That rogue got away. I find out a little bit later though.
Check this guy out. I don't really need much of his stuff. Here.
So after doing a little bit more clearing, I go back to looting all of our spoils. We have to make the most of it. And I even tried giving the bard, since he did try to help me out, tried giving him the rapier, but he doesn't end up coming back for it. There it is. Pretty good.
I don't really want to, but I guess I should keep this plugged in just in case. Glad that guy fucking ended up helping me out, man. So good.
So we fill our pockets and we start heading out, but it feels kind of weird after being in a raid where I have to team up to go up against teamers. I don't do it often. I see a rogue right there.
Yo, what up, Mr.
And this ranger. And it feels kind of strange. I don't really want to kill those guys because the whole raid is kind of lost authenticity. But I hear this portal come up, so I go for it.
No, sir. Leave me alone.
And you know, thinking back on it, I probably could have stopped opening the portal and tried fighting that rogue, but I don't know. It also probably was smart just to take it out. But here I actually see that there's still 3 people in. They all have to fight for one last portal, so I just decided to spectate this one and see how it goes. As you can see, there's the ranger, Barb, and one of the rogues that was teaming. And I'm freaking out right now. I'm like, oh, dude, this is great. Ah, and the ranger just gets absolutely nuked. And the Barb's going. He's got to go. He's got to make the push. But, yeah.
Bruh, Iron Mace. Are you kidding me, Iron Mace? Let me watch.
Yeah, and honestly, pretty huge fail. You know, we just get cut out of that. We can't end up seeing it all the way through. Kind of sucks, but I decided to go ahead and play another one. We did get back into the third spot. So, nothing too notable in this raid. It was just a quick in and out. We didn't find anybody, so I go down here and I loot up. And I think I got lucky. I pulled like 1, maybe 2 royal gems out of the loot pile. So, we just go ahead, do what we've been doing this entire time. Head to the extract, the static. And, yeah. Nice, easy run. There's some pretty big AP right there. 1017. So we jumped straight into the next one. And, you always got to be wary about these kind of players. See this rogue who's saying he's friendly, but I use the invis pot because I don't really want him inspecting me since I'm wearing gold. He swears he's friendly, but I don't know, man. He seems to be trying real hard to pull me out of invis. So I'm watching him. And, yeah. Now I see him going up to a wizard, and I'm not really sure. Starts emoting at the wizard. Almost, I get the feeling that he was actually trying to draw the wizard towards me. And, you'll see, this entire raid is super scuffed. Pretty high octane stuff here, so this is probably one of the best ones. I saved the best raids for last. But as you can see, there was like a barb and a wizard down there, and now they're running up to me. All 3 of these guys, they know something's going on, right? So the wizard pulls out his orb in the pregame lobby. So I freak out. I pop my Phantom Eyes and try to get out of there. Because if you didn't know, while you're Phantomized, enemies can inspect you. Throw the L down one time and get into it. Let's see how this one goes. Pretty much same idea. We just want to head straight on over. But I catch something in the corner of my eye. And if you catch that silhouette, that was a wizard at. So there's that wizard who knows that there was somebody invis in the pregame lobby. And he doesn't push, so I go down. And as you can see, we have somebody doing the trolls, so we wait till he's finished and then push in. So something always throws me off when the enemy doesn't try to fight me. I just start whiffing generally. He's trying to get out and I try to cut him off, but I'm too late. But you can see that there's a rogue here. So they've already, you know, met up and starting to do some things. So now I'm trying to secure this area for my own. But I'm already sketched out. And now comes the wizard. No editing here, so this is all real time. He's a little bit more skilled. He can make that jump, so he chains himself right there, huge. And now I'm just thinking, you know, if I can bait out another chain or two, we should be in business. Bruh. These guys are so obviously three-manning on me. I'm doing everything I can to try to get out of here. And again, remember, I don't have enough move speed. I'm only at like 318, 319. So I pop this, go for a risky maneuver, try to get him with the fake, and the rogue drops on me. But thankfully, that huge dark reflect gets him weak, and boom, hit him with the curse. What is going on, dude? I'm doing everything. Now I need to try to fake this guy. Bro. Not cool, man. Not cool at all. At least we can heal pretty quick. And so I actually ended up killing that rogue. From the dark reflection and then my curse, he burnt out down the stairs. This guy surprises the hell out of me. He's pretty slow with his axe out. And I catch him with the trap this time. Doesn't this look familiar? So now I'm getting 2v1'd with these guys. And at this point, I'm like, dude, I'm not losing this. And right there, he gets me with that new root. So I'm ducking. I'm ducking in real life. So right here, I'm trying to play very carefully. I want to make sure he doesn't push up so I can heal right here. And then I'm going to actually try to trap him within the troll room because I know I can out heal him and I know he's low on spells. So I double peek again and then I close this door and I go for the flank. Of course, we have a mob just sitting here waiting for me. And he's actually sitting down at a camp getting his spells back. He goes for the magic missile. Got him.
Fucking loser, boys.
Nothing like coming back from the jaws of defeat and winning yourself a classic 3v1 in Dark and Darker. Feels so good. Got my spirits right back up there. But we don't have time to dilly-dally. We gotta hit some loot, get some more AP. The Warlock did have some nice blue pants, so I just decided to take him. It was 6 HP, 2 knowledge, 4 move speed. And that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for part 2. It's going to be a wild one. I hope to see you in the next one.